Mike Igini is a former Resident Electoral Commissioner in Akwa Ibom. He joins me live for more on this development. Mr. Igini, you have worked under two different chairmen of the Electoral Commission and two different presidents in the past decade. What's your analysis of where we are currently as to insecurity being a threat to the forthcoming election?
Well, thank you very much for having me, and good evening to the people of our country. Yeah, it is true that I've had the privilege of working under two chairmen, including the current chairman of the commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, who is currently in the saddle. What I can say here that the election project plan for our country for this year, 2023, which is going to start on February 25th and 11th of March, all of us working together, it should be seen to be work in progress. The reports about security that have, found its way on as headbanner in most of the newspapers today as a bit concerning. But when you look at the content of the reports, quite clearly, I do not think that a call for all who have a role to play, particularly security, at an event that has to do with security is not out of place. That is to say that we have isolated security challenges in some part of the country. It's not enough and sufficient to be stretched beyond a mere call to say security, you have to do your work, because the success of election is a multi-stakeholder responsibility. Of course, over time, you could see Nigerians calling on INEC to perform its constitutional duty. In the same way, we are also calling on judiciary. The call for various stakeholders should not be suggestive.
I get to Mr. Igini. For some would say the security situation was possibly worse in 2015 when non-state actors hoisted flags in some areas in the north. Do you agree that we've shown a track record of holding elections even in the face of apparent security threat?
First and foremost, all of us, the pool officials, voters, security personnel, and all Nigerians, observers who will participate in the election, will want their safety. So security is a very important issue. But the point is that where we are today, without underplaying some level of security that we have been going through as a people, that will not be enough and sufficient to say that election will be postponed, because we've not gotten to that level. In fact, the 2015 we are talking about was very severe, was very serious. But we're able to go through. Very recently, Anambra election. Who would have thought that INEC, working with the security, would be able to go through Anambra election? INEC succeeded. I am saying that, part of the responsibility of leadership is that the call by an official of the commission, not the chairman of the commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, but an official of the commission, drawing attention to people living up to their responsibility, which though have been stretched to suggest that elections should not hold. No, that is not, it's stretching it beyond what is expected. And I'm telling Nigerians that we acknowledge as a people that we have security concern across the country. The security will be up to their game. In fact, it should be seen as another call to security, but not to say that whatever that is happening will be enough and sufficient to talk about postponing election. Not at all. I don't
INEC is
think that.
counting on BVAS and its capacity to also give some live viewing to results from the polling units. How much of a game changer do you see this technology bring to crisis ridden areas?
Let me tell you, the current regime in terms of the process and procedure that are in place, I can tell you are very robust. Now, on the beavers that is now, quote unquote, people are so scared of, the beavers has come to stay. The beaver is not connected to internet. It's just an accreditation device that have eliminated all the loopholes for electoral manipulation, rigging in time past. That is, you are going to do an accreditation through using the beavers, compulsory, mandatory. When the post shall have been concluded, the upload of the device is such that it is designed for both online and offline. That's why you need the service provider to come in. In the unlikely event of any particular area where you don't have reception, to the extent that you have uploaded at the polling unit in the presence of the party agent, the voter that must stay around, the moment you get to the next point, the system will deliver. And in any case, don't forget, it's a dual process. Accreditation is a dual process. Collation is also a dual process. That is to say, the hard copy of the Form EC8A will be given to all party agents. What party should be doing now? It is for them to set up their situation room. It is for them to complete the process that I'm aware of ongoing, the requirement for party agents. I mean, it's like saying that because as of this moment, political parties have not completed that process, are we going to say that the election will not take place because political parties have not submitted that? Not at all. In the same vein, my take on when after reading the metric credited to the INEC commissioner, not the chairman himself, at an event, is clearly to the fact that whereas one paragraph now dominates the entire headline,
I get your point, Mr. Igini.
Drawing attention.
I'm afraid we have to go now, and we'll see how the events play out in the coming days, particularly as to what INEC and other stakeholders will do and ensure they get it right as we count down to the much talked about election. Mike Igini is a former resident electoral commissioner in Akwa Ibom. We thank you so much for talking to us on the news tonight.